I watched the breaking news and public announcement by President Putin about moving more troops because, if you know, Ukraine has declared war with the support of the USA. We've all been expecting some kind of big false flag or some kind of big upset, whatever. Just keep an eye on that stuff because it's letting us know how this whole shit is playing out. This movie, the script, whatever you want to call it. They had their own stand down in Tauranga, around in the Hawke's Bay area, to support these 3 15-year-old girls and their families for what happened. Now, one of my biggest problems, especially with our case and a lot of other cases that I've seen, is sentencing. It is a massive, massive pile of shit. That's all I can explain. I don't know how you condone letting rapists off, whether they were young men at the time or not, okay? Things should have been looked into in regards to what caused them to do that at such a young age. It's important that we share these stories out so that we're constantly raising awareness. The crimes against our children are constantly getting drowned out by this pandemic. Project Oki. The last time we done a live and spoke about that, we were working on getting the power on. Now, we've run into a few hiccups. Number one, we kind of have 90% exited the system. But what we failed to do was keep alive certain aspects of our straw man, i.e., especially when it comes to identification. I no longer have a license, okay? I no longer have... The only thing that I'm exiting left to get out of is Inland Revenue and notifying them of my my living status, okay? So we ran into a bit of hiccups there, but we have found a solution for that. Number two was the property that we have been gifted, okay, 14 acres in Taheke. The power has been off since November last year. So what the power company, they need a COV or a certificate of verification to prove that all the wiring is not screwed, and that when they send their power guy in, he's not going to get electrocuted or die or something like that. They want it to be from a certified sparky. The people that we work with are all have been mandated out of their jobs, but have now gone back to work. As soon as they dropped the mandates, everyone went back to work. So it's just finding the right person who is willing to look at our kaupapa and go, okay, look, I can do a deal for you, blah, 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 all of that. But there is going to be a lot of work for that person, for them. We are looking at having this fully functioning and fully opened by March next year. If we get the right team in there, if we get people committing to this to stay on the property with us to help with this part, that'll be fantastic. We've got our first SRA victim, survivor, who will be moving in with us about the 3rd week of October. She's still got things that she needs to do. Other than that, next weekend, we are looking at having a working bee on the property. So if you're interested in that, please PM me. Okay? PM me. We're going to be sending it out through our Te Rako Oki Proton email. Feel free. I will only PM the address, and that is to stay private. If I don't know you, yeah, it's going to take a bit of convincing for me to give you the address. We're always open to finding new family who see what we see, who want what we want, who want to help change this world for the better, but who also want to help dedicate some time to creating a new way of dealing with child crimes, okay? I'm talking about the big shit. I'm talking about child sex trafficking. I'm talking about organ harvesting. I'm talking about blood harvesting. I'm talking about fragmented DNA harvesting. I'm talking about fetal tissue harvesting. I'm talking about the most heinous abortion legislation in the world. I'm talking about one of the most corrupt and shittiest and still failing child and family welfare service. And the big one, the real pandemic that no one wants to talk about. And if they do, it's only in private. Satanic ritual abuse. Because this shit is real.